Hi everyone, I hope that you can hear me and I hope that you're having a great day today. I myself am super busy today, so today is not going to be a very long stream. I really have very little time today, but I will do my best for both Hiisi Island and also for the event. If possible, the Dodoku event, I really want to do it today. Can I hear myself? I have to check. Yes, perfect. Okay, so last time I finished exactly here where I took one of the new moon oculus. One of the new moon oculi, thanks to Liyue. She was amazing. She thought of something that completely escaped my mind, of using the Geo Traveler, and she actually came to use her own Geo Traveler because
it's been way
I
too
think I
long
have
since
unlocked
I
Geo
last
Traveler
had
on
some
this account,
candy.
but
My brain's grinding
yeah,
to
I
a
would have
halt.
had to
Like
go
a rusty machine.
to change the Traveler and then return, and
that's
you
it.
get my point.
I'm having
So,
5 whole crown
yesterday
cupcakes for
I
dinner
finished
tonight,
exactly
and
here.
nothing's gonna stop me.
And let
Not
me
even
just
in
start
that
at the
super
time.
angry mode.
Oh, so I'm so bad at the beginning of videos. So I said that I'm Kate in Fantasylands, but this is the Bookworm challenge where I am pretty much forced to read absolutely everything. Of course, I love reading all the lore and all the quests and trying to do funny voices and such, even though sometimes I'm not so good at it. But also I'm forced to do other things as well, like reading mails and stuff. So if you see me doing such strange, inexplicable things, it's all for a challenge. I'm not crazy. Oh, well, I am for starting this challenge, but there is a reason why I do certain crazy things. So, today's objectives, as I said, are literally two. I want to finish Hiisi Island, and I also want to do the Dodoku event. But aside from those two things, there are important things to happen. First is that I want to do obviously my encounters. I also want to do my to temper thyself event. Oh yes, we have to claim this one, which is perfect. Okay, I will not read this right now. Okay, I will not read this right now, but yes, we do have 40% already, which is awesome. Okay, I am pretty sure I'm going to choose Diluc from there. But since I'm already here and I'm super curious about Yanfei, let's do Yanfei first. And after that, we'll get to everything else. I am... You will never imagine how prepared I am for this stream, considering that I was super busy today, but I've even written down all the NPCs on Hiisi Island that I have already talked with, so I don't need to think, did I talk with this person or not? Okay, anyway, let's go. What is... Wait, Kari and Ina? Yanfei is talking with them? I don't know if you remember, but Kari and Ina were the two children talking about oh, Kari had found, I think, a bird, one of the puffins, injured, and he was very sad because when the puffin got better, it flew away, and Kari is actually hoping that he can find his friend again. So let's see what they're doing with Yanfei.
Miss? Are those antlers on your head?
Oh, it has nothing to do with that.
Wow, they look just like deer antlers.
Okay.
I bet they are. Just like us Frost Moon Scions.
Aren't they a bit different?
Yeah, Our Lady Moonchanter, Miss Lauma, also has a pair of really pretty antlers.
I don't fully understand what's going on, but I'm quite sure my horns and hers aren't the same thing.
Yeah, I would think so.
I know! Miss Lauma's horns go up and yours go down. Wow! Are you also a Moonchanter, miss?
Moonchanter? Well, I don't think I am.
Do you have silver blood, Yanfei? Tell us now.
Moon chanter? That's a foreign term to me. I think Granny once mentioned an adeptus who is related to the moon, but I don't think they were a moon chanter, were they? Oh, no, wait! Granny told me not to tell outsiders about adepti. So, what should I say to these kids?
What? We're not supposed to tell people outside of Liyue about adepti? But haven't we done that? Like at least in Inazuma? I remember something like that. Like, I don't remember what exactly was happening or when this happened, but someone was asking us, I think, about yokai and if there is something similar in other lands. And we were talking about the four winds of Mondstadt and also the adepti in Liyue. No? Am I imagining things?
But your horns are just as pretty as hers.
Miss, can you talk to animals like Miss Lauma can?
Oh, hey! My savior's here!
Yeah, is she talking about me?
Hey, traveler! Over here!
Yanfei, what brings you here?
Let's skip that first. I need you to save me right now. If these kids keep asking me questions, I won't be able to hide my identity as an adeptus for much longer.
Save you? Oh, that's...
Ina, Kari, it's good to be welcoming to our guests, but if you ask too many questions, you may come off as impolite.
Well, this interaction between Lauma and Yanfei was not on my bingo list, but it actually makes sense.
Miss Lama! Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Longhorn Miss. We asked too many questions.
Oh,
Sorry. It's just that we've never seen someone from outside the Scions with horns.
All right. Come, Ina, Kari. You two should go home. I saw your parents on the way here. They must be worried sick searching for you.
ooh, I forgot. Actually, let's write it just for anyone who comes at a later point. Just wait me 1 second. Okay, there we go.
They're searching? Oh no! It's way past dinner time!
Oh, poor guy.
We're dead meat. Daddy's going to scold me. Bye-bye, Miss Lama. And bye-bye, Longhorned Miss.
Oh, thanks for your help, Lauma. I don't know how I would have wriggled out of this otherwise. Oh, I should have stayed in the library to search for information like you advised. Didn't think I'd be ambushed the instant I stepped outside.
Well, there you go. You should have listened to her.
No need to blame yourself, Yanfei. The children are merely curious beyond their years and unaccustomed to seeing outsiders with horns. I apologize on their behalf for the discourtesy.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Can you imagine Ito coming here? Poor Lauma, she will... Oh, poor Lauma, if Ito ever comes here.
It's fortunate that the Finches came to tell me you were surrounded by Ina and Kari. It seems my arrival proved timely.
It's all right. I should have known better.
Hold on, you two are acquainted?
That we are. Yanfei came to visit us Frostmoon's Scions 2 days ago, saying that she wished to gather some reading materials. Since she came to study, I invited her to stay.
Oh.
Lauma's been a big help. I've gleaned lots of valuable information from the Scion's library. Maybe even stuff that'll give Shinobu a surprise.
You're too kind, Yanfei. You were merely browsing our archives and writing down some of our customs.
Yanfei, have you been to the court of the first edict? I want to see what they did in the past with all the rules about marriage and well, the consequences of not marrying, right? I think you have a fun day exploring that.
Although, I do not understand these borders of law you mentioned. As long as your time here has proven fruitful, then all is well.
The borders of law are essentially... On second thought, it's not the sort of thing where a short explanation will suffice. Once the book's done, we'll just send you a few copies. It should be clear once you read it. It's a universal law book that should be concise, engaging, informative, and easy to understand. We'll cover legal concepts, as well as the regulations present in many nations.
Is that so? Well, then I look forward to reading your work, Yanfei. I believe the children will be interested too.
I promise it'll be interesting. I guess I should head back to the library and continue my transcribing for now. See you both around.
I wonder if it would be interesting for the children, but if they say so.
I hope our Adeptus finds what she's looking for.
Actually, I have read one book for law. I took one course in college or university, or however you want to call it, and the book itself was actually quite interesting. I will not say anything about the class itself, but the book I actually enjoyed reading. It was very different from anything else I had read, so probably that played in the equation, but who knows, maybe the children would like it. I doubt it, but maybe. Yanfei's already revealed her identity to you?
She told me everything on her first visit. I must admit, seeing an Adeptus with horns fills me with a sense of familiarity. I listened to her many stories of Liyue's Adepti, and in exchange I granted her access to our library.
Interesting. What does Lama think of the horns?
In that, she has thus far proved most rule-abiding. A praiseworthy virtue, I must say.
Well, she does work as a legal advisor. She's the best at following the rules.
Is that so? Well, that's wonderful. She did mention a certain white horse Adeptus while telling me of Liyue's legends.
That's the one we heard during the last lantern ride, no?
If memory serves, our books do chronicle a divine envoy who once dwelled on the moon.
Wait. An actual Adeptus? Wasn't there like a white horse Adeptus but from the human kind? Like, during the last lantern ride, they were talking about Adeptuses, not Adepti, when they spoke about the plural of that word, and those were completely different things. A white horse Adeptus? Is there such a person among the Adepti of Liyue?
Now, do not concern yourself overly with a mere flight of fancy on my part. But now that we have broached the subject, far apart though Liyue and Nod-Krai might be, both have always bathed in the moonlight.
That is true. And Liyue also has Tsuki, moon kanji. Sorry for my use of Japanese, but I only know Japanese, I don't know Chinese. It has Tsuki or moon in their kanjis. I think it's glazed moon, the meaning, no?
I pray that the people of Liyue may also be blessed by the moon and lead lives of peace and prosperity.
Come, children. It's time to offer
Oh, okay.
okay.
The anecdote. Okay, that was interesting, quite unexpected. Although I should have expected it. But let's read it. Where is it? Yanfei. Oh, horns. On Hiisi Island, you meet Yanfei once more. She has apparently revealed her Adeptus blood to Lauma, who takes the news rather calmly, even allowing her access to the library of the Frost Moon Scions. It looks like everything's going smoothly. Is it now? Okay, I have done this. Let's do the energy as fast as possible. I think that would be the best thing to do early on. What's this? Ah, this is just for login. I was wondering, what have I done until now? I haven't done anything yet. Okay, let's do this as quickly as possible. I know that I'm not doing it correctly, okay? If someone is entering just now, I know that I'm wasting my resin, but honestly, that's all I want right now.
We got ourselves a straggler.
Let's dance.
Oh, I even got an achievement.
Shadow Raven. Animal test 6308.
There we go. The only thing I want with resin right now is to literally just use 120 for the tempered high self event, because I don't have time to think about building characters on this challenge right now. Wait, it didn't... Oh, okay, I will do the next one that's more difficult. I should at least get something out of here. Yehoda? That is Yehoda, right? What? This scared me so much. This is the second time I exit this domain and I am confronted by someone. Last time it was Flint's and now it's Yehoda. One day they'll give me a heart attack like this, okay? Okay, I'm fine. Let's do this, I suppose, an anecdote.
Did it really go this way? I don't see it anywhere. Ugh, I'm so tired. I can barely take another step.
Oh, I love Yehoda. Why is she in a fit right now?
But if I don't find it, Boss Neff's gonna be real miffed. Ugh, stupid cat!
She's searching for a cat. Wait, this is the cat that is from the Curatorium of Secrets? Yehoda?
Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that!
I want to say the same.
Good thing you're here, though. I don't suppose you've seen a black and white striped cat around here?
Not really.
It's got a huge tail and a blue bow around its neck.
I can't say I have. So you're looking for said cat here?
Yeah. I don't know why, though. Boss Neff suddenly got it in her head to send me out here on this gig. Said I needed to pay close attention to my surroundings.
Uh-huh.
I told her if she wanted to find a cat, she could just put up a commission at the guild. They're always running around helping people find stuff.
Okay. But she wanted you to find her. If she exists, this cat.
But she insisted I go looking myself. I've been wandering around here all day without spotting so much as a strand of fur. If I go back empty-handed, Boss Neff's probably gonna scold me.
Oh.
What am I doing yammering away? I need to get back to searching for that blasted cat. Hey, Furball! Where are you?
That was so scary. Oh my, I hope she finds the cat. Yep, that was an unexpected anecdote. Okay, not bad. Oh, I did not see when this whole thing started. 15:30, okay. Huh? Wait a second, I just need to record this. Cat, Hey, cat! Out in the wild, you come across Yehoda chasing a runaway cat. The little troublemaker has her running in circles. Well, good luck, Yehoda. Yeah, good luck. Wait, did I get like... Yes, anecdote rewards. Oh, it looks so cool. I wish we could have had pages and then we can flip them and see the previous ones that we've got, like all of these things, but there we go. Okay, let's return to this place and use all the rest of the energy as much as possible. Let's go. Let's suffer. Let's suffer. Can I at least improve one of my own artifacts right now? Do I have any that are pretty good? This one is not bad, actually. Actually, this one. Let's give a bit more elemental mastery to Sucrose. Yep. Oh, okay, not bad. Let's go.
Better roll back this time.
Stand clear. Eeny, meeny, miny,
Lost!
Flash attack!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let the show begin. Absorption test. Ready? Animal test 60.
Barbara, please help
We
me.
can do it.
Whoa. It hits so hard for just water.
By royal absorption test.
Okay, there we go. Whew, one last time. Crit damage. Oh my. Oh my. I did not expect. Wait, I did not want to get out. Wait, was there something coming? Was there anything happening? Did I miss it? I will see it on the replay. Okay, I have to do it one last time and then I can continue with more important things today. Let's go.
Midnight roll down this time.
Ding dong, water bomb. Good one. Stand clear.
Oh, I should not have done it in this way.
Yeah. Oz, reveal thyself. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Wings of darkness. Good luck. Animal test 6308. Let's dance. By royal decree.
Whoa. That was not fair.
Stand clear. Shadow Raven.
Ah, there we go. Okay. By the way, this place is absolutely awesome. Okay. Attacking crit damage? Oh, And crit rate? They're spoiling me. Yes, I know that these are not amazing, especially because... Ah, it was this thing. I know that these things are not amazing, especially because, you know, they are not 5-star artifacts. But at the very least, they are much better than the artifacts I have. And I think that here I cannot do anything until next week, but just in case.
Looking for me?
Yes. Oh my god, she appeared right behind me. Oh. There are too many. There are too many jump scares this time around. Okay, this is sad. Okay, Damselet.
Arlecchino often played this game with me, but I only won once.
You won today. I was surprised and a bit scared.
Maybe I should look for her so we can play again sometime.
But didn't she say last time that she managed to surprise Arlecchino once, and ever since that Arlecchino didn't want to play with her anymore? Wait, was this?
Arlecchino often played this game.
Was this actually a Selenic Chronicle, or was it just a small interaction we get? See, it is not this. I still haven't done this. Okay. I guess it's just a character conversation. I love the songs here. Okay. Wait, both I know? How many anecdotes are they going to allow me to do today? And also, why during the day that I don't have time for anything? No. First I want to submit these. Yes, so I can get this thing. There we go.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Okay, let's do all of this. Yes, I have not been doing this properly at all, but there's no time to do these things. Okay. Skirk. Oh my, I forgot to do this for Yanfei. I'm so stupid sometimes. Okay, 26, 20. Anecdote Skirk. In Nasha Town, Nod-Krai, you unexpectedly run into an old acquaintance in Nasha Town. Okay. Let's find her. I actually wished for Skirk last time. Wait, I did not claim the commissions? Why do I always forget to do these things?
Ad Astra.
Okay,
Thank you for completing.
there we go. Let's meet with Skirk. Where is she? Oh, she's down? She's with Dory? That's so unexpected. Why is she with Dory of all people?
Huh? Isn't it Skirk? Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? What's Skirk doing here in Nod-Krai?
Wait, but Skirk has that power that she can, like, after you talk with her, well, not for us, but for other people in Teyvat, you kind of forget that she ever existed. Is she doing that to Dory? It certainly is a surprise. She's not the sort of person you'd expect to be taking long walks.
Exactly. And Dory's there too. We should go over and say hi.
Yes, we should. I'm so curious.
Well, my. Such an exquisite radiant exoskeleton. Come, let me take a closer look.
so I can make sure to offer you a fair price.
Excuse me, what are they talking about?
Please, take a seat and rest a while. If you have anything you'd like to eat or drink, I'd be more than happy to...
Let's not waste time. Just tell me how much you're offering.
What exactly is she pawning off?
Of course, of course. Just a moment, just a moment. Remarkable. Not so much as a scratch. Even the very best bounty hunters would struggle to retrieve a radiant exoskeleton of such quality.
Skirk! Dory! What are you two doing here?
I came to look around Nod-Krai, and thought I'd take the opportunity to make a little mora.
What's this? My most valued customer is already acquainted with my most valued customer?
Is Paimon hearing things? Or did you just say most valued customer twice?
Naturally, my most valued customers are equally valued, so you both receive my most effusive enthusiasm.
Sure.
Please, rest here a moment while I work the price out.
You've gotten stronger. It seems you haven't neglected your training since we last met.
A lot has happened. I want to get as strong as possible. On this account, probably not. A lot has happened, Skirk.
I see. Nod-Krai is home to many worthy opponents. Should you overcome this trial, your strength will increase further still.
Thank you.
So, how have you been, Skirk? When we last saw you, you said fate would decide how we'd meet again. Well, Paimon didn't think it would decide so quickly.
Well, I did wish to see Skirk for the anecdote, so you know, I kind of pushed fate a tiny bit.
Was it quick? It's felt like a very long time to me.
Well, time flows differently where you live. It looks like you've been training hard.
My life will experience little change until a true turning point arrives. But as for you, you are at a pivotal point in your journey. Have care. Victory and defeat are seldom long-lived.
Excuse me, dear customer. After careful consideration, I'm prepared to offer you 6 million mora for these radiant exoskeletons.
Really? Dory's prepared to pay so much mora?
I assure you that this is the fairest possible price. While you might be able to sell a single item for 700,000 or so, when it comes to buying in bulk...
Okay, so she's still making a buck from it, I guess.
I'll take half of that in cash. I won't be staying long, so there's no point carrying around more money than I need.
Don't you have like a bottomless bag like me where it just counts the mora? And you don't really have to carry anything yourself?
As for the other half, give it to the used to in the form of food or supplies. You should have plenty of both in your stores.
What? Skirk is so generous. Can I have it in artifacts?
Of course, of course. I can see my most valued customers enjoy a very close relationship. Here's your mora. Please, do stop by again.
Oh, would you even remember her after that? What's with all the poses?
I'll be going then. Until next time.
Sure, I was hoping for more information from her anecdote, but
Huh? Won't you stay for a chat?
apparently not.
Oh, she's gone again. That's Skirk.
That's just how she is, sweeping in and out like a sudden gust of wind. I'm used to it by now.
Wait, what? Dory actually remembers Skirk after she leaves?
Hey, that reminds Paimon. You haven't forgotten her somehow? Even though you've done lots of business together before? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about too.
Huh? What do you mean? The all-knowing Lord Sangama Bay keeps every customer near and dear to her heart.
But this does not explain anything. Skirk should be using her whatever power to influence people's minds.
Fine, if you must know, she's not really my customer, but rather a guest of Miss Alice, my supplier.
What? She's a guest of the Alice?
Miss Alice introduced her to me, and now she drops by from time to time to do business. She's the perfect customer. She always brings quality goods and doesn't care too much about the price.
No wonder that Dory likes her. But I'm so surprised about Alice.
Whoa! There's one suspicious-looking grin. You're not ripping her off, are you?
100% yes.
Ridiculous! A strong, mysterious customer like that who brings me valuable items? I practically worship the ground she walks on. Dory's Divine Bazaar is a fair and reputable business. Now, I promised I'd supply you with food, so it's about time I start hunting for ingredients. 3 million mora. What can I find that's worth 3 million mora? It looks like I'm going to have to dig out something very special indeed.
Can I get a 5-star artifact, please? Maybe with EM? Oh, I actually got Sanctifying Essence? That's actually pretty good. Amazing reward, let's be honest. Okay, that was very unexpected and very profitable. Wait, why am I looking here? I want the other book. Skirk. Daily Essentials. In Nasha Town. Wait, is that Skirk? Turns out she's here to offload some odds and ends to Dory in exchange for Mora. Who knows where you'll run into her next? Yeah, really, after this interaction, who really knows? Okay. Wait, I know Strabos. Wait a second. Why do I feel like I've already done this one? If this is again with the deer and nothing has changed, it will be very weird. Anyway, anecdote, I know. At the Clink Clank Crumb-Cake Craft Shop, Nod-Krai, I know Strabos remain unresolved. Okay. Last time she was still with the deer, and since I don't have llama, I could not hear what the deer was saying. And they're still with the deer now as well. Huh?
Little dearie, you gotta eat your breakfast, or you're never gonna grow up big and strong.
I know. There is still lacquerberry residue hanging from the corner of its mouth.
That's the same.
What?
Its recovery is progressing smoothly. In a few more days, we can ask Miss Lauma to send it back to its herd.
I've already done this one. Are they really waiting for me to come with llama?
I know. I am sure you know that it deserves to go back home instead of staying with us.
But...
Did the Lady Moonchanter from the Frost Moon Scions not say as much when she came to treat the deer? Its family might be worried about it. Once it has recovered, it would be best to send it home.
I know, but, you know, it obviously hasn't recovered yet. Does your leg still hurt? Do you want to go home?
It's really, literally the same.
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter promise us that she would come and pick up the deer? When the time comes, let's ask her to listen to what the deer has to say again.
Yeah, are they really expecting me? I cannot finish this anecdote witnessed, but I've already witnessed this one. See? I've done this. Are they really expecting me to have llama to finish this anecdote with Aino? No. It's a big problem for this challenge. I'm supposed to do everything, but I don't have llama. Okay, I have done everything outside of, you know, my main objectives for today. I've done everything that I had to do today as a daily or something like this. So today I want to return first to Hiisi Island, and I have a little confession to say. So, as you know, this is not my main account. Let's align this, yes. And when I was going through the different things,
So many raw materials.
I found about this. So I was retracing my path in my main account that I've already done here. And I remembered that there it appeared a chest out of nowhere, and I did not realize what exactly happened. But it was actually because of realigning this. And I found out that there were 2 more, and that's why there are Kuhenki there. And when I realign all 3 of them, not only do I get these small chests, but I will also get a huge chest. So yeah, this is why I suddenly know
appearing out of
what to
thin
do
air?
here.
This needs research.
Okay, I'm not fighting with this thing again. Not if I can escape it. There we go. Once is more than enough for me. There we go. I love the moon lanes here. Oh, and now the 4th one. Oh, so cute. Okay, let's go. This one will take me to the big chest. Ah, it's so cool. There we go. Ah, perfect. Oh, and then the moon lane disappears. I was so sad when I saw this on my main account because I wanted to have like a moon lane up until here forever. I also don't understand what this is supposed to be. If this is some like residue from the moon lane, or if it's like an arrow that actually points towards something. But it just points towards Pahayo, so I don't know. Anyway, since I have done this, and also from here I can go all the way up there, which is very cool. Will I have enough energy? Yes. Yep. And now I have this whole place. Oh my, there are emails for me to read. Oh no. Okay, let's take one photo very quickly. There we go. And let's do the other thing that I haven't done here, which I also, on my main account, I solved the puzzle. I have not looked at guides online or anything like this, but I did spend some time thinking about it on my main account and I solved it. It was very easy. The only thing that really stopped me last time was that I had forgotten that you can actually reset the position. So when you make a mistake and you kind of get stuck, you can start from the beginning. So now that I know this, the puzzle became very, very easy. And by the way, 86% perfect. I want just 90% from here, okay? I know that it's not perfect, that I'm falling behind a tiny bit, but this patch is just so big. There we go. First like this. And then I can pull this one. I mean, to push it like this. Yes. And now I just bring them back up. I mean, back in front. And that pushes this one. And now they come together. There we go.
Chests appearing out of thin air?
And that actually brings me to 87%. And I'm pretty sure that if I get the key and unlock the Shrine of the Depths, I will have everything that I need for 90%. So then I can come back and... Wait, is that another... another conversation with Llama? The story of the thieving weasel? What was it? It was that name, right? Llama. Did the weasel... Yeah, the weasel thief find out about your plan to return all the stuff to its original place?
Oh look! There's that weasel thief again! And it's right next to Llama!
Yeah, I think it find out and it is not happy.
Huh? It took off!
Has it seen the error of its ways? Oh, I think it's a bit angry.
Come here. Our little friend asked me to pass this Mora on to you.
Wait, really?
Huh? Why would a weasel thief give her its Mora?
As I said, it greatly admires your treasure hunting abilities and wishes to join you in unearthing every treasure chest in this world.
Okay.
Consider this its deposit.
I'll take it. Wait, so it was serious?
When Mora is involved, a weasel thief never lies. Keep it safe. This coin represents an agreement between you and the weasel thieves. Or at least, this weasel thief.
Digging up treasure is just a side gig for me. I'm not actually a professional in this field. Sure. You're not fooling anyone, traveler.
I wouldn't worry. I know I said it's an agreement, but I believe it just wants to make friends with you.
Oh.
It didn't know what kind of gift you'd like, so it chose to give you its favorite thing.
I'll take good care of it. Of course I will.
Please do. If you're interested in taking up the offer, leave some dried lacca berries by your pillow when you get home. It's very fond of those.
Can I actually do this?
Not too many, of course. It might struggle to burrow its way home if it eats too much.
Is that actually a thing you can do?
If you're interested in taking up the offer, leave some dried lacca berries by your pillow when you get home. It's very fond of those.
Wait, I want to try. Is it possible? We have like, not exactly home, but like a room in the flagship, the tavern around here. Try not to off yourself, Kate, by jumping. I do that so many times in games. Okay, let's find the flagship. I doubt it so much that there would actually be a place to leave lacca berries for the weasel thief. But you never know. I'm lost. I think from here. Yes. Okay, weasel thief. No, wait. Am I the right way? Yes. This city is like my worst nightmare when it comes to navigation. I'm really bad at it. Okay. Can I leave lacca berries under my pillow? I doubt it so much, but I want to try. Okay. No, I can't. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I knew it that it won't be real, but I'm still so disappointed. Okay, whatever. I have already done this. Let's teleport to this place again. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty here. Oh my! Selenic Chronicles, The Tale of the Gate Stone, Gift of the Mirage, The Mirrors, the Maze and the Tsar, For a Green Island, Echoes of an Unfinished Past. I've done everything. Okay. Let's construct this from level 1 to 4. Okay, which means I get... Wait. Let's start with the reading part of the whole thing. Okay, meeting point Frostmoon Enclave. Current regional exploration progress reached 87%, which is very good. Bring the lunar sigils you gather on your adventures to the Frostmoon Enclave and thus obtain rewards. Exploration progress reaches 10%. Unlocks Lunar Treasure Compass exploration ability. Okay, I can read this at some other point. Okay, exploration progress reaches 30% for level 2. Exploration progress reaches 50% for level 3. Upgrades Lunar Treasure Compass exploration ability. And I also get this one. Have I already read this one? I think so. And exploration progress reaches 70% for level 4. I've done this one as well. So, oh my, this is a new... It's a gadget, so I can actually read it here. Wait. Yep. Lunar Treasure Compass. A compass that can be used in Nod-Krai to search for nearby treasures and relevant clues. This sublunary sphere holds countless unknown treasures, waiting to be discovered by adventurers with courage or wit. There we go. What I want to do now is actually to come all the way here, so I can unlock the Shrine of the Depths, and I hope that that will actually bring me to 90%. There we go.
Wow, so many raw materials.
Yes, Sucrose, so many. Let's delete this. And how much is it now? Yes, 93! Yes, I knew it so much. Okay, which brings me to the last part from here. Wait, that was actually so awesome!
Well, I think we can now say that the Grand Library is complete. Next, we'll need to find somewhere to put the bird stands, cushions, and deposit boxes.
Oh.
Ah, hello there, traveler, Paimon.
Hi, I did not expect a whole cutscene from this.
Thanks to your help, the library repairs are basically complete. It's really starting to look the part.
That's great.
What about that other stuff you just mentioned? Are you planning on putting all that in the library too?
Yes. That said, it's too big of a job for me to handle alone. I was planning on getting some of our more skilled artisans to help out.
The things... Do they really belong in a library?
The Grand Library is open to humans and animals alike. Since we have furniture for humans to sit down on, there should naturally be some for the animals too.
Oh.
Huh. Yeah, that does kind of make sense.
Wait. What about the deposit boxes?
Those are the ones I used to use when the little animals came to talk to me about their struggles. I'd originally planned to make some new ones, but some of the animals are nostalgic for the older items, so we brought them along too.
Wait, animals tell you their struggles? Like a therapy session? Kinda sounds like a nice bathhouse for animals.
Yeah. Yours is a tough job, Llama. Both humans and animals look to you as an attentive listener. Sounds exhausting.
This is one of my duties as moon chanter. I would not call it hard work. And it's true. All living things have a need to feel heard. I have always encouraged everyone to come to me without reservation, whatever troubles they may be facing.
Oh, and who do you go to when you have troubles, Lauma? Please don't tell me you wait all these years for me to arrive as the traveler, to finally talk to someone.
Hiding your thoughts deep in your heart will not solve anything. In fact, it often makes the problem worse.
I am suddenly curious. Do more humans show up for counseling? Or is it mostly animals?
Oh, well, I've never looked at the numbers, but my sense is that the animals consult me more often. After all, my daily routine is more or less the same as that of my people, and they don't usually come during work hours. It's only when I have free time that I get the occasional human visitor.
Uh-huh.
Animals, on the other hand, lead very different routines from us.
And probably don't really care about your work time.
Sheik badgers tend to visit in the early morning hours, while ibises often drop by after sunrise. Finches come in flocks during the afternoon, chirping and chattering away.
Oh, this is such a cool shot here.
The rhyme-horned deer visit at dusk, mostly alone, though sometimes with one or two friends. And once night has fallen, I get the odd weasel thief burrowing into my home.
Oh, but that leaves you with no time to yourself at all.
Your schedule is packed.
It truly is. There was one time when a weasel thief stole some pine cones that a group of finches was hoarding. It must have been around 20 finches that flew to my bedside in the dead of night to protest the transgression.
Poor Lauma.
I had to ask a sniffer mole who I'd just been chatting with to invite the weasel thief over. It took a lot of work to convince it to reveal where the pine cones were. By the time all parties were satisfied and ready to leave, the sun was up. I slept in till past noon that day.
20 finches. I can just imagine what a racket that must have been.
My mom would have given up and gone back to sleep long before you did. And probably pulled a blanket over her head first to block out the noise.
Since they'd taken the trouble to come to me, I felt I had a duty to help them. And the results made it all worthwhile. After getting everything off their chests, the finches went back to happily hopping around. And the weasel thief went off in search of new, exciting treasure.
And what about you? You must have been extremely tired.
But humans are less forthcoming than animals. Too often, they hide their true feelings in the deepest corners of their hearts. Even those who come to me for guidance, I feel as if they tell me only part of the story, leaving out what truly burdens their soul.
Wait, I actually recently heard this from an actual psychologist saying that this is what actually happens in therapy. People just come and tell like 50% or 80% of the story and leave out the most important part.
Perhaps they are unwilling to say it out loud, to face the real issues head on. Human society often encourages people to hide their true selves. It is not dissimilar to the way that some butterflies hide away in a withered leaf and camouflage their wings to match their environment. Social interactions between humans can be complex and difficult. Everyone has their way of coping, and I don't judge them for it. Nonetheless, suppressing one's true feelings can easily lead to melancholy and depression. Deep-seated issues like that are difficult to resolve, no matter what advice I give.
Wow, that's true. On a day that I don't feel so well and I'm so busy, I was not prepared for such a deep conversation, Lauma.
So I had an idea. I thought, what if I could find a way to bring complicated human minds and straightforward animal ones together? Maybe by spending some time around each other, both could experience a new perspective.
Maybe.
It was with that in mind that I renovated the Grand Library and turned it into what it is today. Spacious and well ventilated, and open to humans and animals to come and go as they please. Except maybe on rainy days, when they're looking for shelter. But the rest of the time, people can visit whenever they want, to spend time with the animals, browse books, rest, and enjoy the sun.
Oh, that's so cute.
And perhaps the company of our dear animal friends, who will not be driven away by anything they say, might encourage people to open their hearts and share the truth of what lies within.
Wow, you really put a lot of thought into this library renovation. Oh, it sounds great to Paimon. Hugging fluffy animals, lounging in a chair all day without a care in the world. Just thinking about it makes Paimon feel all warm and fuzzy.
I'll be visiting the first chance I get. Save me a seat.
Of course. Your assistance with the renovation works was invaluable. It should go without saying that the Library of the Frost Moon Scions shall always be open to you.
Oh, oh, that was great. I love this one. Wait, there is even a new quest? Blessings of the Frost Moon? Wait, that is the quest that I just finished.
Now where in the world did I put that book?
But I also got like new things. Oh my, I have to read all of these things as well. Oh, and probably Lauma has a new conversation as well. So many things are happening. Okay. I have to... Okay, I'll have to read. Quick swap. No, I don't want to use it right now. Okay. Okay, let's read the Lunar Treasure Compass thing first. And then I will move on. Oh my god, it's already been 1 hour. Okay, Lunar Treasure Compass Exploration Ability Level 1. The current meeting point level has been increased to 1, which has unlocked the Lunar Treasure Compass's exploration ability in the present area. Can display the current area's treasures and relevant clues. Exploration Ability Level 2. The current meeting point level has been increased to 3, which has further enhanced the exploration ability of the Lunar Treasure Compass in the current area. Can display oculi and can display up to 10 treasures and relevant clues, including oculi, at once. Exploration Ability Level 3. The current meeting point level has been increased to 5. The compass's exploration ability is increased to the maximum. Can display all oculi as well as most treasures and relevant clues in the current area. Okay, that's very cool. Oh, and okay, here the Frost Moon Scions gather, listening to the teachings of Moonlight. And exploration progress reaches 90%, upgrades Lunar Treasure Compass exploration ability at level 5. Which also brings me 2 new things. Okay. Lunar semblance, whispers of faded radiance, outdoor furnishing. Courtyard, large ornament. an elegant statue modeled after the lunar semblances of the frost moon scions. Its form is suffused with a soft lunar glow. The whispers of bygone days are sealed within its cold and silent frame, transmuted into serene moonlight. The statue cannot speak, and only those who earnestly seek the past may hear these murmurs of faded radiance. To Lauma, moon chanter of the frost moon scions, relics like these are repositories of untold wisdom, waiting only for the right seeker. Source: join meeting point construction, meeting point level rewards. And this thing. I didn't say anything about the previous one because we already knew all that information. Moonlit Quietude, outdoor furnishing blueprint, outdoor furnishing cabinet. A detailed step-by-step blueprint for making Moonlit Quietude. After using this item, you can view it in the creation screen. Oh, and I can even unlock this thing, of course. Okay. There are all these books, but I want to do the Dodoko thing, so I don't have to do everything at the last moment on my main account. In one day, okay. Okay, I want to do this one right now. I have almost finished everything on Hiisi Island. I have 93%. I have talked with some people. I will have to return one more time probably next. No, I should do.
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes.
Oh my, there's so many things. I don't know what to do. No, let's do Dodoko. No, I don't know what to do. Okay, I have to relax. I have to relax. Okay. Let's finish Hiisi Island. I have not talked with Enrud, apparently. Where should this book go? Oh, traveler, welcome. Lady Lama mentioned you. That said, if you're looking for her, you'll have to wait a bit. She just went out to attend to some business. Wait, she really did! She was down there, just there before I was planning to talk with her and I missed her? Are you organizing the books? That I am. Since this library was built, Lady Lama has asked us to shift as much of our book collection in as possible. And then, she also requested that we make some cushions and stands for the animals. She said that this would give them a place to rest when they visit. I don't really understand it, but she must have her reasons for giving such instructions. Alright, we'll just put this book, and boy is it thick as a brick, on the bottommost shelf. That way anyone who wants to use it as a footrest or stool just needs to pull it out. No, don't use like that books, come on. What does it record? That seems a bit casual. Oh, don't worry. This is a running account of the words and deeds moonchanters over various generations. It's in manuscript form too. And yes, I know that I shouldn't be saying this as a priestess, but this book is likely the least interesting in this entire library. It's just, on such and such a day, month and year, Moonchanter A said this and did that, and these were the results or consequences, all the way down. I would flip through its pages every time sleep eluded me, and it worked like a charm every time. Is there nothing interesting in it at all? I'd have thought there'd be some interesting anecdotes in there. Well, they exist, just not in that book. I have heard quite a good many such tales though. I don't have this job for nothing, you know. Is that really a priestess's job? And where did you hear these tales, I wonder? From my sister priestesses, of course. They know all sorts of stories, let me tell you. For example, one of our previous moon chanters had a strange habit of spending 2 hours soaking in a nearby lake whenever she had to organize some ceremony, regardless of the season. Well, in my country, people kinda jump in the bitter cold winter river waters, so I have no right to say anything at all. She would say that the lake reflected the moon and that she could enjoy the favor of its light and goddess while thusly immersed, which would then help the ceremony proceed smoothly. In times where a great many ceremonies were held, she would be soaking practically every day. Those ceremonies went off without wrinkle then. Could her body really hold up under all that? Oh, absolutely, and she was a most capable moon chanter, but the long-term exposure to cold caused that devout moon chanter to develop a serious case of arthritis, which forced her to bow out early. But despite that premature retirement, she maintained that the pain was a mark of the moon goddess's regard. What? I don't think the moon goddess's dominions cover arthritis. How are these two related precisely? Well, the moon would be covered by the clouds and disappear when it would rain. She believed that the accompanying joint pains were the moon goddesses bidding her farewell. What? You know, there is fate, and then there is fate. And if the moon could be seen even in such times, then it was the moon goddess's summons. She would run out into the rain, fully clothed, and begin to pray. Later in her old age, we had to find her an acolyte to watch her permanently and ensure that she did not risk her health further. And that lucky that fortunate acolyte, that was me. So you didn't hear these stories from someone else. No wonder you know these stories. It seems your time as an acolyte paid off then. Of course, I wasn't just listening to her stories though. I learned much as well. If I get the chance in future, I will write them all down in a book. Then I'll call it... Oh dear, too much chatting, not enough book sorting. Still, what should I call that book? I'll leave you to it. There you go, Ernroof. Okay. There is Flauma.
This book belongs here, I think. Huh. There's one missing. That's, claw marks on the shelf. And feathers.
A bird stole a book?
I bet one of the puffins took it to use as a cushion again. Ugh, those little rascals.
Oh, and there is a little puffin right there?
I need you to head back into the woods and see if anyone has a book in their nest. If you find it, please bring it back. And tell whoever took it that they can come to me if they'd like a cushion to sit on.
Oh, there it goes.
We need to make some more cushions. I think we're going to need everyone's help.
I did not expect these kinds of problems in the library. Okay, are you ready? I'm ready. I have to start reading the books. Okay. Let's start with this one. Okay. Hymns of the Far North, Volume 1. Poem. O lips, now voice a solemn hymn for me, to speak the North's old warnings, low and high. I've left my land, my native shores, departed home and wandered far, through realms unknown, where none know my name, across a barren land, long lost to fame. Bleak tundras find rest in deep water's wake, only snow dances upon 1,000 lakes. Yet still the moonlight bathes the path I trace, and winds still brush the sorrow from my face. Let me sing of how the moon first kissed the land. Let me chant the verse that drives back evil bands. I praise the rivers raging strong, and praise the peaks that range ever on. I praise the bronze-bound ship of Sautervoinen, and the golden arrows of Yanikuinen unbroken. I curse the poisonous plot of Pakai Suko, and decry Pohjola's calamity forevermore. My prayer, a sacred word from heaven above, sang to my forebears by envoys beloved. But fate is in the end like a fleeting dream, and death, like waters clear, drowns every eye. So long as moonlight hangs in its prison on high, I cannot return to home beloved, even it be nigh, where golden light soft through verdant crown shines, where dawn stars in silver array the pines. O heirs of Hyperborea, mark this song, etched in your minds, fast and strong. Seek not to tread the sly fox path's slight, nor yearn for the great bear's haughty might. But so long as hymn and runo ring, the far north shall endure an eternal spring. Prayer Song 1, Pitkamunen, Lord of the Seven Calamities. The summer solstice. Burn the season's first sheaf of wheat. To this offering add a hen, an ox, snake gal equal in weight to the grain, as well as 7 cups of the blood of. The archpriestess chants the runo 7 times, then performs divination using animal entrails to appease the gods. O Supreme Lord of the Sky, merciless and indomitable, Father of all and Mother of the gods, we offer these sacrifices to appease your jealousy, lest your wrath blaze against the earth. O capricious winged one, fierce king who lays waste to nations, God of the unyielding heart. O God of gender unknowable, we plead that you turn from the mortal realm and the children of the farthest north. You have shattered the order of the old laws and offered shelter to mortals, and yet, them, you have shaken the ancient dwellings of the Eternals, their wings, and laid waste their. You are the God of retribution, the vengeful deity. Your will is absolute beneath the moon, never to be disobeyed. In heaven and on earth, your blade, drinking dry of the wicked and the innocent. O and King, before you, the gods are as mere mortals, and mortals not more than insects. No one dares to speak your name, for you shall, all who know it. But O pure and wrathful God, we humbly ask you to accept this offering. May the frost moon shield us from the calamities you bring, and spare us the fate of eternal suffering. Note from Priestess Ernruv. This ritual was abolished 5 centuries ago by decree of Ayla, the first moon chanter. It is notable that the prayer's obscured portions were not deliberately redacted, if the relevant records are to be believed. Instead, the archpriestess was to chant in an indistinct manner to avoid provoking the god of the 7 calamities. Okay. I'm going to stop here for a second because there was already so much. So in the first part, this was so beautifully written. There is a bit too little information for me to understand who is Pakaisko and Pohjola, but I think we'll understand this at some point. It might be the dragon, it might be the abyss, it might be something completely different. Now the second part, well, the prayer song 1, it's very interesting that they're speaking about 7 calamities, because usually 7 is actually, part of the order, of the actual order of the world. We have 7 elements, we have 7 gnosises, and so on. It is very interesting that now we hear about 7 calamities, because up until Nod-Krai, the only calamity that we really heard of was Kandria. It was the calamity of 500 years ago. But now we are hearing about the calamity 500 years ago again, but in Nod-Krai, and they never really specifically say it has anything to do with Kandria, even though it is very, very possible. I would doubt, really doubt, that it had nothing to do with Kandria, especially considering that Rerir, one of the sinners, was here. So yeah, this is very interesting. This thing that they were saying about Father of all and Mother of the Gods, the fact that we don't know the gender of the primordial one, is understandable. I think even in a previous quest I was already talking about it when we were exploring the court of the first edict. Again, this is something that we already pretty much knew. The fact that he or she or they are a vengeful deity is something that is again understandable, considering all the nails in Teyvat, everything that happened in Kandria, the curse, everything. It is understandable that he or she or they are going to be called vengeful deity. Although I do have my own theory about this, and I'm not sure that they are a vengeful deity after all. But I'm not going to talk about this because I have very limited time today, which is almost running out already, so I have to continue. But yes, everything until here makes perfect sense. It is also very good that they are again referring to Ayla, whom we already met, well, in a way. The first moon chanter. It is a good, connection of the two things. So, prayer song 2, Materagka, Mother of Life. Upon the birth of a child, a pinch of sea salt is offered to the sacred stone. Clergy of ancient clergy of assistant priestesses sorry, I'm already a bit tired. Clergy of assistant priestess rank or higher shall chant the rune of 4 times before the newborn is bathed in warm water infused with winter ice leaf. Hear me, O noble Materagka, Mother of gods and mortals. From Hyperborea to South Vindagnir, your compassion is revered by all. You watch over young women, easing their suffering and granting safe passage through childbirth. You rejoice in fecundity, give life to the sublunary sphere, nurture all that grows in nature. You, Mother of the waters, who birthed a heart for the roaring primordial ocean, all the birds, beasts, and fish in this world are yours. for you are the one who brought them into being. By your divine will, you shape mortal flesh as a potter shapes clay. Therefore, I pray you bless this newborn child with health, courage, and wisdom. Note from Priestess Ernruv. This ritual was abolished 5 centuries ago by decree of Ayla, the first moon chanter. In its place, one who is ranked assistant priestess or higher is to recite, "May the new moon illuminate your path," instead. This is meant to invoke protection for the child from the taint of the sublunary sphere. Interesting. So, wait, that basically means that before they revered the moon goddess, they revered the primordial one, the mother of all. Okay. And then they became a moon chanter. Prayer Song 3 to Onetar, mother of the underworld. Wait, what? Wait, that's not the primordial one. These are the shades. This is the primordial one. It has to be. Then this is the shade of life. And this is the shade of death for sure. The shade of time? And Prayer Song 5, that has to be the shade of space, which is missing. Oh, that's so amazing. Oh, I can't believe I didn't realize that sooner. Okay, Prayer Song 3 to Onetar, mother of the underworld. During the autumn harvest, animal sacrifices are offered in accordance with the social status of those who died that year. The prepared animals are placed in intricately carved wooden or bronze vessels, shaped like boats, to be burned. Before the burning, a clergy member of assistant priestess rank or higher removes the eyes of each animal and presents them separately to the mistress of the underworld. With eyes veiled by a dark cloth, the archpriestess then chants the rune 4 times and performs divination using animal entrails to please the deity. O mistress of the dead, slow to be moved and without expression, O shadowy lady of the underworld, somber, taciturn, fearsome to Onetar, you abhor the arrogant and the disrespectful, and from your grasp there is no escape. Your feet have trod both the humble hut and the gilded throne. The people fear you, for you see all, hear all, and judge all. We revere you for your boundless grace and awe-embracing nature. The fate of all living beings rests solely in your hands, and you remain unmoved, no matter how fervent the plea. Yet, noble and majestic goddess, we know that gentleness and mercy are your first nature, just as you granted our ancestors liberation from suffering and extended it not. O mistress of death, you who know the fates of all under the moon, accept our humble offering. The descendants of the far north beseech you, now that the golden bloodline has returned to your bosom, that you lead us across the nether's dark stream, and let us sleep eternal in a dreamless dream. Note from Priestess Ernruv. This ritual was abolished by decree of Ayla, the first moon chanter, 5 centuries ago. Now, when an adherent of the Frost Moon dies, regardless of social status, an assistant priestess or someone of higher rank is to recite instead, "May the new moon lead you to the shore of peace." A simple and solemn funeral is then conducted. Interesting. They were following. Yeah, we're just continuing with the fact that they're followed 500 years ago, before Ayla, before she became the first moon chanter. They were actually praying to the shades, to the 4 shades, and it is this line. This line is what is most interesting to me. The golden bloodline has returned to your bosom. What is the golden bloodline? Because to me, it sounds like the traveler and their sibling. 500 this? But no, this is a hymn from 500 years ago. But we don't really know when this golden bloodline has returned to the shade of death. And also, she wasn't the one that intercepted the traveler and the sibling. It was actually the shade of space. So what are they actually talking about here with the golden bloodline? And return to your bosom. Do they mean that someone has actually passed away? Okay, let's continue. Prayer Song 4. Liyue, Mother of Time. On the winter solstice, a cloth bearing the year's significant events is burned, and its ashes are gathered in a silver cup filled with pure water. The archpriestess chants the rune of 4 times, and when the wind begins to stir, they anoint the verdant crest with the blessed mixture to honor the divinity. O pure and eternal Mother of Time, Sovereign who was never born and who shall never die, you create all and destroy all. You remember all and allow them to be forgotten. You who in the moment of your birth also gave birth to yourself. O Supreme Mother, you are the one stillness within the endless flow, the one outsider in the sacred courtyard of the gods. May you protect the 4 imprisoned moons. May you protect the 4 imprisoned moons. You are the one outsider in the sacred courtyard of the gods, the one stillness within the endless flow. O Supreme Mother, who in the moment of your own birth also gave birth to yourself, you remember all and allow them to be forgotten. You create all and destroy all. O Sovereign who shall never die and who was never born, pure and eternal Mother of Time. Note from the priestess Enruth. The meaning of this prayer remains obscure, and the ritual described herein contradicts established historical records. The verdant crest, the divine tree that appeared at the birth of the Moon Maiden 500 centuries ago, should not feature in any account of rituals predating that event. As no other known texts reference these rituals, this is presumed to be a scribal error. Nevertheless, this passage has been preserved unaltered for the sake of textual fidelity. Okay. Interesting. This was not supposed to be in there. The divine tree. Are they talking about Irminsul? Because the Mother of Time, she has to be connected in some way to Irminsul, because that one records pretty much everything. She's not only a Mother of Time, she's the goddess of history as well. And what else to record the history other than Irminsul? And what other tree there to be? As for the hymn itself, it is masterfully crafted, because it's just a repetition of the same thing, but with tiny little changes to it. I don't know if you have noticed, but this is also the samsara. The samsara that might actually be the whole of Teyvat. We are all inhabiting a Teyvat that is almost the same almost the same for each different player, and yet a bit different because of the different things we have chosen to do and the different things we have not done. Okay, let's see about Volume 2 and 3. Volume 2, A Book of Hymns. Oh yes, and Prayer Song 5 missing. Yes, I already noticed that before. This has to be about the shade of space. And what is interesting from the fact that it's missing is that it's actually the shade that is truly missing in the world right now. So the fact that her own song is missing maybe alludes to the fact that she might have been erased in a way. Okay, Volume 2, A Book of Hymns passed down for generations among the Frostmoon Scions, compiled by the priestess Ernruf. Most of its contents and the rites they serve have long since fallen into disuse. And Volume 3, A Book of Hymns passed down for generations among the... Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, doesn't matter so much. Okay, let's find Volume 2. Okay, Volume 2. We have read Volume 1, Volume 2. Prayer Song 6. The Hola Yanokuinen, the primeval blacksmith. O great father of Genesis, forger of the earth's bones and tripled moons, let your wrath ride that askew throne, so that the beauty may submit. On the first day you forged the golden bow with lunar gleam, a weapon meant to strike down your foes. Yet while you hunted, your bow was stolen, and now your enemy brandishes it as their own. On the second day you forged a great chariot, its moonlit glimmer meant to guard your home. Yet while you hunted, your wain was purloined, and your enemy claimed it as their own. On the third day you forged the shuttle of moonlight, your heart set on the daughter of the stars. Yet in your recklessness, you wandered into a fog-drenched swamp, and the forge of light was quenched. You are the king spoken of, yet unspeakable, O bloodthirsty, murderous blacksmith. You are the master of misfortune, the lord of all evil, obsessed with the unjust deaths of the innocent and the ruinous fires of war. O terrible and mighty eternal workman, lord of two natures, so strong, hale, and heroic as the gods themselves. Even the stars look upon you in awe. O indestructible Lord, please quiet this earth-shaking wrath. Lift the torment that occupies my heart, and cast out this pitch-black disaster. Again, the primeval one, father of Genesis, the one that created the three moons, evil and yet heroic, this duality that we always find. Note from the priestess Ernruf. This is an ancient form of the prayer once used to quell the fury of nature. Though records whisper of a lost variant, its final 4 lines meant to summon, rather than quell, natural disasters. It vanished from memory long before the birth of the Moon Maiden, for reasons unknown. The moon chanter Ayla, first to hold the title, later revised and simplified this prayer. Her version, presented below, is now recognized as the standard for all recitations. O pale white frost moon, in the name of the descendants of the far north, I beseech you to appease this earth-shaking wrath. May your gentle light soothe the lingering pain that occupies our hearts, and cast out that pitch black disaster. Again, we see the change of fate from the old ones to the new ones. Well, to the moon goddess in particular. Prayer Song 11. Prayer Song 11. The goddess of the dawn star and apostle of the far north, Koitar and Soitervoinen. I call upon Koitar, wife of Soitervoinen, and first, fairest daughter of the Creator God. O generous maiden and bright morning star, your deeds are forever praised in music by the descendants of the far north. The cold wind of night cannot extinguish the silver flame within our chests, nor can its perilous darkness corrupt our hearts. One day we shall return home, through the wild grasses of the lonely graveyards to the majestic golden city. I call upon you, Koitar, truly blessed, to cast your favor upon our conquests, even as you once subdued all nations within your might. I call upon you to shake the earth, to make the cities tremble, and to let the enemies of the far north vanish like dew beneath the frost moon. This actually, I don't know if you remember about the Archon quest, but the reason Columbina left the Frost Moon Scions was because they kept asking her to do stuff, to defeat their enemies and protect them, that they were greedy. And this actually, even though Columbina is actually Kutar, not Koitar, this is probably the previous moon goddess, the one before her. But she was probably, well, rather bloodthirsty, which is very, very supported not only with this document here, which calls about how she subdued all nations, and actually she was probably the one with the unified kingdom, but also with the texts we found in the court of the first edict that were talking about all those rituals that were not family friendly, let's call them like this. Okay, and what was changed? This has to be changed as well. Note from the priestess Enruv. This prayer is an older form, preserved from a time long past. It was later significantly revised by Ayla, the first moon chanter. The following text is now recognized as a standard for all recitations. The icy winds cannot extinguish the silver flame within our chests, nor shall the evil nights corrupt our hearts. O pale white frost moon, protect the descendants of the far north, and let the pitch-black disasters of the cold night melt away like the morning dew. There we go. Again, it is much more subdued, the tone here. They just want protection, and they want protection against the abyss, basically, the pitch-black disasters. Prayer Song 16. Saarelainen, the stranger of winter's day. Oh, let not the death pangs you suffered pass into me, lover of frost and winter. You cheerful, fair, kind-hearted lad, noble-born and nobly raised, a gentle and valiant son. Upon the starry steed, you rode across the forsaken isle of Hiisi, in the dark, mist-shrouded lands of Pohjola, there to court the daughter of Pakai Sukko, the peerless beauty, at her home. Then old Pakai Sukko, servant of our forebears, answered thus: He will grant the young lady's hand in marriage, if you should open for him the gates of Pohjola. Cheerful, fair, kind-hearted one, you knew well that wicked scheme, yet you went forth freely. For were you not to go, old Pakai Sukko would have his gullible daughter suffer the punishment instead. In dark and foggy Pohjola, the Lord of the Seven Calamities carved you into 7 pieces, and that young and pure girl, the daughter of Pakkai Sukko, shall never again be wed. O lost hero, I call upon you by your unspeakable name, you the healer of the world's sorrows and misfortunes, and may you grace still the wild winds of the frigid night and bring warmth to the young birds huddled on the frozen earth. Okay, I got a spoiler about this. This is the lover of the Tsaritsa. She is the daughter of Pakkai Sukko, no? The Lord of the Seven Calamities. He is the one, the usurper, the one that carved, I guess, the descender. I got spoilers for this, I'm sorry. So he carved the descender and he made the 7 pieces, the 7 noses. And that's why the Tsaritsa wants them. She wants back her lover. Note from the priestess Ernruf. This is an old version of a prayer for wound healing and the curing of disease that was later revised and simplified by the first moon chanter, Ayla. The following text is now recognized as the standard for all recitations. O lost child, in the name of the descendants of the far north, I pray for the blessing of light. May the frost moon's grace still the may the frost moon's grace still the wild winds of the cold night and bring warmth to the young birds huddled on the frozen earth. Again, they are talking. Ayla has basically erased everything from the old beliefs, everything about the primordial one, everything about the shades, and she has replaced all of them with just the frost moon. Okay, just one last thing is left. Where is the 3rd volume? And this will unfortunately be the last thing for today because these things took so much time and I don't have more time. I told you today is just a very short day for me. So volume 3. Prayer Song 21. Hure Kutar, Goddess of the Frost Moon. O Hure Kutar, Mother of Holy Light, pray hear my pleas and cast your gaze from on high. May your silent tears pierce the cold night, light a silver torch that never fades, and grant the people of the far north a guiding light. O Hure Kutar, Mother of the Silver Shuttle, hearken to my prayer and clothe the heavens in gentle veils. May your spun silver thread lead lost souls from the underworld's filth, that they may not lose their way in the cold night. O Hure Kutar, wherever you lead, we shall follow, and your will shall be our law. Better that the cold night of death blind our sight, than that we sing in shame beneath a false light. Wait. Okay, everything until the very last part was actually very understandable. At this point, we're already at Kutar, the goddess of the frost moon, Columbina. But this dig at the false light. Wait, I need to read this part. Note from the priestess Ernruf. This is an older, unedited version of the prayer. It was originally brief, as the only matters too sacred to be spoken of at length were the chief god who protected our ancestors, and the origin, past, and future of the moons. The first moon chanter, Ayla, later revised and simplified the prayer's content. The following text is now recognized as the standard for all recitations. O pale white frost moon, in the name of the descendants of the far north, I beseech you to cast down your gaze from the celestial dome above. May your gentle tears pierce the frigid night, and grant us, the forsaken and forgotten, your guiding light. And last but not least, and then I will talk about my own thoughts, Prayer Song 22, Kutar, the Moon Maiden. O pure and flawless new moon, in the name of the messenger of the frost moon, I beg for your grace and mercy. Cleanse us of our sins, I pray, and wipe away the endless pains and tears of those forever barred from Elysium. Okay, there we go. And this one is already not edited. This is probably something that was already written by Ayla. Okay, so basically, this false light, this is a dig at the false sky in Canria, and it obviously at the false light of the moon that is not real. It's actually probably just a projection from the false sky that we see in the sky of Teyvat. So Ayla has erased absolutely everything, all the information about the ancient ones, everything from the primordial one, everything about the shades, about the usurper, everything even about the false sky. This is one thing we learn here. All of that she has erased from history, basically, or at least she has tried by, making the moon chanters and the priestesses of the frost moon after her to only recite the revised versions. However, we also learn two other important things, or maybe even more. First of all, this is very short, but the part about the shade of space was missing, just like the shade of space is missing herself. And that might be, as I said before, because she has been erased in some way. Maybe the shades, just like everything else, are recorded in Irminsul. We don't really know about that. But if the shade of space is missing and they cannot find her, I would bet that the way to find her would usually have been Irminsul. Now, the other important thing is about, of course, the Tsaritsa and her lover. I got a spoiler for this. I cannot get the credit for the lamp turning on in my own head, getting this idea, but her lover was taken apart basically and turned into those Narcissus, and that's why she wants them back. And I said I wanted to say only two, but I think, yes, there is one last thing. These hymns, these songs that Ayla eventually redacted, they were all dating before 500 years ago, which means that the false sky predates 500 years ago, predates the calamity, and we actually don't know still at which point in time, how long ago it was put around Teyvat. Was it put in the very beginning or later? At what point? These are all still very big questions that I have. But I hope that you enjoyed this very lore deep episode here today, because I kind of have to stop. I wanted to do the Dodoco event, but I will have I will have just book lore, and I will have a timestamp when all of this starts.
What was that? Oh,
Um,
it's gone.
but yeah.
Can I go take a look?
Okay, but I will have to stop here for today. It is amazing how much we found out about Isla as well as the world. I never expected any information about the shades in this form so concisely, but it is absolutely amazing what it is. Oh, and oh, hi. You hope the streams have been going well? Yeah, they have, but unfortunately Friday I'm so busy, I have very little time, and that time has actually just finished. I'm so sorry. But I hope I can see you another day. Today I read all the books here in the Science, in the Frost Moon Science place. It's amazing. It's amazing. I think it started about like half an hour ago. It talks about the shades, about the Tsaritsa and her father, and absolutely awesome, absolutely awesome. But yes, I have to stop actually right now here for today. And I actually stream only from Monday to Friday. Saturdays and Sundays are just impossible for me. So, you know, if someday next week you want to join, I'll be very happy. I will be continuing with Lempo Isle next week. First, the Dodoko event that I never got to play today because it took too much time, everything around here. And then Lempo Isle. That's the plan. But thank you so much for joining today, even if it was just for a bit. I hope you have a nice day and see you next time. Bye bye!